Well, I was driven due to health consciousness and trying to live in a holistic way. Because I live in an urban society, I started to notice that's all around me is nothing but food desert is where I live. And I'm concerned about that. I want to educate people in the community about sustainability and what it takes besides eating processed foods, which will lead them to diabetes, heart disease, obesity, all types of disease to the body. So I established Elegance Plan in February of 2013 in an effort to bring about awareness. The outcome, as I said before, is to bring about awareness, promote health consciousness, how people can eat holistically by using the concept of the farm to table concept, going back to their roots, learning more about gardening, how to grow their produce, bring it from the farm to the table, which is better for their health rather than eating processed foods, which do not have any type of nutritional value, and also bringing unity within our families. Instead of going fast food restaurants, why not eat fresh produce, have a more unity within your family, cooking with your children, teaching them culinary skills, eat at the table as a family unit, which creates a better bond, which also then develops our children to be able to sustain on their own as they grow into young adults and then adulthood. My thing is also, by doing that, eating at the kitchen table with your family once the food is prepared. Also, the program is going to entail in the curriculum an etiquette program where it's going to teach our children and young adults how to set a kitchen table, so that, and also the do's and don'ts, the type of etiquette when you go out to dine. A lot of our children just haven't even had the opportunity to go out to have fine dining. As I was saying, they don't even eat at the kitchen table with their family units and enjoy the culinary experience. So that is why I designed Elegance Plan, to empower people in my community with hopes that they'll take it back to their households and empower other family members and friends for better healthy eating choices. Well, I'm here with my neighbor Lloyd in the community. We're in Irvington, New Jersey, where like I said, it's a food desert where we live, but doesn't mean that we are living amongst people who aren't conscious.
It's an oasis.
And Lloyd is a gardener. He has here collard greens and all types of herbs, cilantro and mint and stevia, and it's a beautiful thing. He has a beautiful array of choices in his garden so that he will be able to sustain in case we have another tragedy such as Hurricane Sandy, and he wouldn't have to worry about the grocery stores not having produce or all the food going rotten, because he has it right here in his garden. Lloyd, could you tell us what all you have here in your garden?
Well, that's a cabbage. This is usually the cabbage you get in the store, this round head. But if you look here, this is actually how cabbage grows. This is red cabbage, green cabbage, but you never get these leaves. And that's where your nutrition is. And over here, that's your collard greens growing in the back there. And over there is the broccoli, but because of the change in the weather with global warming, for some reason, and the ultraviolet rays coming through, it's retarding the growth of the flowers themselves with the broccoli. There should be heads, large heads. But at the same time, these should have been eaten up by white fly and aphids, which
You
aren't
said
here.
white fly?
Yes. So it's good with the bad, bitter with the better. So I don't know how to complain sometimes. Plants are happy here, and they're unhappy over there because all these tomatoes should be red. And they're green. It's a very slow process this year of them turning red. So what I do is I take them and I turn them over and put them on a shelf.
Okay.
And let them self-ripen. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Okay.
These are all little cherry tomatoes. Tomatoes are good for like people with cancer. A lot of this is done because I have prostate cancer.
Okay.
And so
okay.
this is lycopene they supply that retards the growth of the cancer.
Mm-hmm.
And this can be just with heat. It stimulates the lycopene. It doesn't even have to be red to be effective. These are larger tomatoes over here, different variety. And I have peppers. And these are all the herbs. Lavender, thyme, 2 kinds of thyme, more basil, stevia, lemon balm, and of course cilantro. Spearmint. This is bee balm. Back there, more peppers. That would be waiting for them to ripen. That's very hot pepper. It's the habanero. When it ripens here. Did we do the beans? I didn't get you to the beans, huh? No, the inside is basil because our companion plant. One plant supports the other plant.
Oh, okay.
They give off
Basil.
Now this one is definitely red in here. That's okra.
Oh, beautiful. Okra. One of my favorite vegetables.
Oh yeah?
And it's a good cleansing.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, you get to that. But the health benefits from organic gardening is
And it's organic gardening.
yeah.
So what makes it organic gardening?
Like your daughter said, that compost over there.
Compost.
I don't use fertilizer. I use
Okay.
the vegetable itself.
This
This is all your grass cuttings and clippings. And that
Oh,
breaks
this is
down.
grass.
Feel the heat
Oh, wow. Yeah.
burning up. Now, that's the way the guy that does the
Touch
lawn, he does it this way.
Okay.
Seriously, you should only do about 6 inches and then a line of soil, and that's what eventually what you'll get.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So all your plants out there will end up like this.
Okay. Okay.
Just soil, like you will.
Right, right. Going back to the earth.
Yeah. Instead of ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
So there's different, I'm told that there's different techniques of getting the compost ready for planting.
I like 6 inches of green, 6 inches of brown, 6 inches of dry
Okay.
plants.
You put eggs. I see you put the
Okay.
egg shells.
So Sydney, ultimately, my goal is to form Elegant's Bouquet Kitchen as a 501c3. That way it'll become a nationally known nonprofit organization. And with that, we'll be able to apply for grants and the monies that we would take from that for disadvantaged families who cannot afford to eat organically, the farm to table concept, and we'd be able to teach them about co-ops, food cooperatives, etc., and be able to get them in the different programs which are free in the effort to educate them so that they will be able to sustain. Time is definitely moving along, and it is important that we learn about sustainability because the earth matters and it centers around our health because we have to be able to live here on earth, meaning we have to sustain. I thank you very much and I continue with the efforts with Elegance Bouquet, creating awareness about health and nutrition.
I agree.
Thank you, Lloyd.